What if I could show you 2 ways to move to your wide backhand that will solve your footwork issues forever? Would that excite you? Well, in today's lesson, we're going to show you how. My name is Jeff Salzenstein, the founder of Tennis Evolution. So excited on this beautiful sunny day to show you exactly how you can move like the pros to your backhand side. And so many players struggle with football. They struggle with football, yes, but they also struggle with footwork. Here's the reason why. For years, you've been just taught to move your feet. For years, you've been taught to turn sideways. For years, you've been taught to take little choppy steps. It doesn't have to be this way. I can show you 2 simple ways to move to your backhand, and I promise you, if you practice this, it will completely transform the way you move and hit your backhand, whether you have a one-hander or a two-hander. So let's get into it today. On another video in the past, I've talked about how you can actually shuffle out to the ball a la Roger Federer. Roger Federer was the first player that showed me that you can actually shuffle to your backhand. So if you come out of a split, you do a slight step out, and then you shuffle and you step in. And when I saw him doing this, it blew my mind, because what did all the coaches tell me growing up? When you see a backhand, you've got to turn, cross over, run over to the ball and hit it. Doesn't matter, one-handed, two-handed, you can do this. So Federer, what he does is he comes out of his split, he steps out, he shuffles, and then he hits. And you'll see other pros do this, especially on the one-hander. But you'll see Andy Murray and others do this on the two-hander. They'll step out, they'll shuffle, and then they'll hit. It's not open stance, okay? It's not open stance. These are closed stance backhands that I'm showing you today. Do these 2 footwork patterns, it'll make a huge difference. This is the first one. Stepping out, shuffling, stepping in, ripping. Let me show you. I'll toss the ball to myself here. So I'm going to toss it. Watch the shuffle. Very smooth, very elegant. You'll notice that when I do this, I come out of the split, I step out and shuffle. Notice that I start to make my first move with my hands, but my hips are still facing the net. There's a slight turn, but the biggest mistake you're making on this is you see the ball and you're turning and you're running to try to find the ball and hit it. And with my backhand, my problem is that these guys would pull me wide and I would do this thing. Not good. Leaning in, not good. What's really cool about this movement is that you can do it when the ball is close. Little step right here. See that little shuffle move? It's small. Right here. So instead of seeing the ball, and this is what I see a lot of players do, and they just step across and hit like this. Are you guilty of this one? Stepping across and hitting. Ball's right here and you take one big step. Or maybe you step out and then you step. That can work sometimes, but where's the rhythm? Where's the ability to use the momentum of the ground? See what I'm doing? I'm using the ground and I'm using rhythm for natural power. It's all in sync. It's like it's playing a song. You're playing a song out here. You're learning to dance to this song. This is the song. Whew, watch this move again. Step out, shuffle, step. Now, how are you going to get this if you've never done this before? You've got to shadow it like I am right now. You got to do it with your eyes closed. Boom. Wider ball. See, this is what's really cool. You'll see Federer on wide balls, so I can do it on the ball that's right here, shuffle, step, okay? Then you can do it on a wide ball, shuffle, step. Same exact footwork pattern. The only difference is that I'm covering more ground with my step out and my shuffle. You'll see Federer on his wide passing shot. He's all the way out here, even outside the single sideline, hitting that backhand with a shuffle first. That's your first footwork pattern. The second one you're going to love as well as if you can get it. It's not going to be as easy. I mean, both of them can be challenging for you, but this one might not be as easy because, again, you're used to turning and running to hit the ball. Here's what you have to do. I call it a gallop step. So this time you're allowed to cross over. You come out of the split and now you're allowed to cross over like this. But the difference is that with what you're doing or what others are doing is you're not going to step across and keep running like this. What you're going to master, my hopper got so excited there. What you're going to master is the ability to step across, and this is the gallop step. So you're going to step across and then watch. Okay, I'll do that again. You're going to step across, and then there's the gallop step. And again, there's rhythm behind it. What you want to time out is that when the ball arrives, you're pushing off and hitting. It's going to take some time to get the rhythm, but this is why you're not getting easy power, because you're running across and you're swinging with your arms. Does that resonate with you? Does that look familiar? Okay. What you want a teacher's body to do is to time this gallop so that when you land, you can push. So I'll show that to you right now. So remember, I'm going to step across. It's 1, and then here's my 2. The gallop's the 2, and the 3 is the hit. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. It feels so amazing when you get this. Like I said before, it could take some time, okay? I get it. I understand. But this is the way the pros are moving. Do you want to move like the pros? Do you want to learn the game the way it actually is played instead of fighting against gravity? You're fighting against gravity when you just step and use your arms. You are using the ground when you learn to shuffle and step, or when you learn to cross over and gallop. And someone had asked me underneath a video, footwork video, if it's a wide ball, if you should keep shuffling like this, because I had done a video talking about the shuffle. No, if the ball is wide, you do have to turn and run. If I have to turn and run on a running backhand from across the court, you will come out of the split and you will stride and run like this. There will be no gallop. I just want to be clear on that. There's no gallop. The times that you're going to gallop is when you do have some time, learning how to measure the time. So if I do this, I have time. Even a tough passing shot, if I learn this move, think of Federer, ball's coming fast, watch. Okay, I can get there fast with that move. I can do the same thing with the crossover gallop. But notice I'm not running. Again, if I have to turn and run for a running backhand, that's a different footwork pattern. The two we're talking about is the shuffle and step with rhythm and the crossover gallop. Man, if I would have learned these footwork patterns when I was 14, who knows what would have happened to my backhand. My backhand was my worst shot because one of the reasons I didn't move well to it. Now in another video, we'll talk about how you can release your back leg to get maximum power. But in this video, I wanted to cover these 2 tips, these 2 footwork patterns. I promise you, if you shadow these, this is gonna feel amazing, but you gotta shadow it. Put yourself on video and compare it to my video here and see if it's close or not. All I'm trying to do is give you the gems, the magic, the gold, that what's really happening on the Pro Tour. I'm not here to give you watered down information. I'm not here to give you basic tips that you can't really use. It's about giving you details, nuances, high level tips and strategies that can actually work and work fast. And that's why we are attracting amazing players to Tennis Evolution. They want to come learn from us. So remember, practice the shuffle and the step on balls that are closer to the middle and balls that are wide. And when the balls that are a little wider, you can practice the crossover gallop move. Practice these, okay? Even if you're in an emergency, if there's an emergency and the ambulance is going by, you still can use these footwork patterns when you're under stress. Just keep that in mind. Now, if you enjoyed this video, leave us a comment below, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and before you go, I've got more lessons like this that go into detail on how you can improve and transform, and I want to help you. I want to be your online coach. Click the link in the description below or somewhere in this video. When you do that, I'm going to give you access to our free membership area. 21 lessons, no credit card required, absolutely free, no strings attached. All I want you to do is consume the content. You can get it inside our Tennis Evolution app, which means you can watch it more, especially on the court here. You can learn faster. It's a proven fact that if you watch content on this app, it's proven research has been done. If you watch content on an app, you will learn that content more. So be careful what you're watching on the internet. Be careful what you're watching in your app. Tennis Evolution, these tips are healthy. They're going to help you get better at tennis. They're going to help you get more enjoyment out of the games. We'll see you at the next lesson. I got to go. Take care.